everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays Hades. We're so good. We won on Heat 7 twice in the last 3 runs. Is that correct? Roughly, sir, we win 5 and 7. We might, you know, I get the numbers confused from time. I'm playing lots of different games right now. You know how it goes. Alright, so hit me with the exclamation marks. And then, alright, fair enough. And maybe I could give you some exclamation marks as well. And then, like, if you just keep it going, I'm sorry I don't have any nectar for you. I could give you some exclamation marks. Following this, some exclamation marks for you. And, everybody else is Gucci. Except, go look at the West Wing, Martin Sheen. Everything's going great. Don't even, you guys keep talk amongst yourselves, okay? And, see you, and nobody's here. Alrighty. What do we need? How many more gems do we need to get some processes undertaken here? Look at that. We got a shelf, a music stand. 10 gems for some house decor. Don't mind if I do. Wow, incredible. Alright, a lot of irrelevant stuff. 5,000 gems? You must think I'm a fool. You must think I'm an absolute idiot. 396? I'll tell you what. Give me, how's that sound? Keep them balanced at 25 each. We've been playing pretty well, so I think we're due for a... I thought we were due for a sword run. They're telling me to use the railgun. I think we're due for a sword run. Let me see what my aspects are here. Move speed. Ah, yes, that's right. Your attack may deal critical damage. That was very good. But hit me with your special dislodges cast from foes. I do like the idea of that. Although I feel like we haven't made it work super well. And then if we wanted to have the best cast possible for that... What would we want? We would probably want to get like a No, because Dionysus boons, if it's Festive Fog, it doesn't actually lodge into enemies. I think we might actually like the Artemis bonus the most for like the stupid high crit chance. And let's crank up one more level on this, shall we? I think, I don't know if I don't think I want tight deadline. I'm gonna reduce my choices, okay? Look, I assume that they're all bad. Some are probably less bad than others, but I always laugh when people are like, this is the best way to make the game harder. You know, I'm sure it doesn't matter is what I'm trying to say. We're just trying to have fun. Look at this. Your cast seeks foes and can do critical damage. It's exactly what we wanted. The fact that one of them is scratched out rather than just appearing is, that's a heinous bit of human psychology. You know what I mean by that? Like, the fact that they show you what one you can't have instead of just presenting you with 2 options is, it's genius and vicious all at the same time. So we're going to be using our cast quite a lot. It synergizes with our aspect, as well as the fact that, you know, our first boon was related to it. Working out so far. Remember, we do want a perfect. We don't have to perfect for the butterfly, but you always want a perfect. Go visit a quick chaos gate. We could deal without a basic. Probably don't want to leave our special or cast behind. But let's see what we got. Every time you special, take 5, but you get more ammo. Cannot collect your cast, but gold is worth more? Okay. We're going to get the cast ammo. So we can't special without taking damage. But we can still cast, kill enemies, and get our cast back. And honestly, I don't think this is that bad. Because for the most part, the enemies we're going to be facing here in the early game are not going to stand up to our cast to begin with. You just use the special, which is not recommendable. That's okay, though. What's done is done. Easy room. Took a little damage due to being a dummy. Hit me with the gold. Early on, I still like gold. We're getting max HP via darkness regardless. And just, you know, remember. If you want to press the Y button, you better have a good reason. That's where we're at right now. The cast, though, I'm very impressed. And we should remind ourselves. Well, first off, a couple of things. Keep in mind we have to give up a boon every floor, which is potentially pretty bad right now.
Vast riches.
Don't really want any of those. Maybe fortunately, I don't know, because we'll try to angle to get to a shop at some point here. We have to give up a boon. Excuse me, he's on the trap, brother. We have to give up a boon every floor, but also we have some boons that I mean, already I would say are untouchable. We wanted, what I was going to say, sorry, I had to pivot on the fly there because I was lost in the sauce. We want to change keepsakes floor to floor. You know, in the butterflies case, I think we had a good thing going. And I think I still probably, depending on how we look at the end of the run, if we're lucky enough to make it that far, we might rock the tooth. I like a Dionysus boon, I'll tell you that much. But for now, I definitely do not feel like we get a whole lot of benefit out of keeping this Artemis boon. Okay, we're gonna have to move. That's okay. This guy's in a terrible spot for him. There you go. Keep him on the ropes. Now you can't keep you on the ropes as well. Whoa! I didn't expect him to go for it, dude. This is a very good fight. I kind of wish I had the butterfly, honestly. We were in there. Okay, Chaos Boon is transformed. Very positive stuff. We do not want Festive Fog, so you know what? I actually think that was a pretty solid get for us there. And give me the Epic Poison Dash. Of course, it was at the heroic level, so it hurts to miss that. But I'm not letting them get inside of my head, you know? They want you to be like, oh, I wish I could have had that. So close. If there was just a little bit of gold available on this level, we could get both. I think we just want the Hermes benefit. 2 more dashes is extremely nice as far as I'm concerned. More max HP, not going to turn up my nose. Remember, we can use our special now. All I was going to say, because you might not be following the exact line of reasoning I have going on, and that's fair and justifiable. You know, I'm the one who's saying things, so I tend to know what I'm saying, but, you know, that rule doesn't always hold true. And it doesn't hold true for other people as well. Festive Fog, I think, is bad for our sword aspect. And remember, our sword aspect dislodges casts stuck in enemies when we hit them with the special. Because the Festive Fog cast from Dionysus does not get caught in enemies. It just goes on the ground instead. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I think it's bad for our current synergy. I don't think we need to do this, but I'm gonna do the Trove, because not for the HP so much as like I think we might get extra gold out of these enemies. And we'll probably go to full HP as well, just, you know. Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. Because of the Chaos Boon's transformation, in my brain, I was like, we get our special back. But that's not really, like, the big deal. The big deal is that you get 1 more cast ammo. Oh, you're still alive. A little slow.
Who's going to clean all this up?
Didn't lose any HP, though. So I think we much prefer Daedalus Hammer to, you know, possibly getting a single pomegranate. I might be wrong if the pomegranate, like, if the Infernal Trials put you back on the same room, I would probably consider it. But if they don't put you back on the same room, I'm not willing to lose the Daedalus Hammer, especially when we haven't had one so far. Careful. As long as we keep spamming our cast, we're in a great spot. And I actually think this is one of those runs, and I think it's a good thing, but you might feel otherwise, maybe. I feel like this run is not great at AoE yet, but is going to be really, really strong at taking out bosses. Especially the first boss here. Because against bosses, it's going to be a little easier to just spam our abilities here, I think. Hold attack to strike rapidly, or your attack fires a wave that pierces foes. For right now, I don't see a really compelling reason for either. I took the wave to give us, you know, maybe a little bit of range potential, which, I mean, to be honest, we don't really need. Because we have our cast for that. But, I mean, we had to take something. That seemed like a Daedalus hammer where if I had actually had the upper choice, I probably would have taken it. Not because it's necessarily great, I didn't even read it to be honest, but because of the fact that we needed it for a prophecy. So it's like the only way I get gems at this stage of my my Hades existence. One day I'll go for some gems. Try to grind up 5,000 of them. This is, don't even sweat it, dude. This is just a little alt-tab based situation here. I think there's like a very simple rule of gauging whether or not your Hades run is good. On a survival room, do you feel like you're surviving or do you feel like you're thriving? On that room, we were thriving. Pomegranate, or gold, basically. You know, I think here, I do support pomegranate. I think we want to just stack our cast as much as possible in the hopes of being, you know, I think it's, I talked about this on one of the episodes I recorded yesterday, but I recorded 2 or 3 yesterday. So it might not be fresh in your mind compared to my mind, but I was like, you know, most of the time in Hades, it seems better to go wide instead of deep. You know, build a versatile run, maybe, instead of a one-trick pony. I might be wrong about that, but that's the way I've kind of seen it so far. But if you have to give up a boon per floor, I would rather stack as much as possible into our most valuable asset. That way, we know we're never going to have to give up our most valuable asset. Even if it's between our most valuable asset and our second most valuable, we'll always take the most valuable. So we're just going to make our cast even better, because that's our one-trick pony for now. A shop and maximum HP. I want the shop to get as many boons as possible, to maybe dampen the risk of a loss. With exactly 225 gold, this is a good spot. Make our cast even better. I will give up my poison dash. Honestly, doesn't bother me at all.
Hi, you three.
So I'm thinking this cast. Look at the, did you see the damage? Go ahead. Well, okay, what, I think I did too much damage too fast. My mistake. Just play it slow. Like, this is the value of our cast right now. I have basically not engaged with this fight at all. I didn't expect you to turn there. That's a new one for me. Very bad place to stand. Little bit of damage here, not a big deal. That sucked. Okay, that's like the only attack that's actually hard to dodge. And she just used it over and over. Very offensive. Anyway, we did fine. I phased out of the map temporarily, but we made it happen. Hey, we finally got our 2 heat bounty for battling out of Tartarus. That's exciting. Now, we're gonna have to sell. Poison dash, more dashes are our cast. We will sell our poison dash. I think having more dashes is much more valuable. And then change keepsakes. I think I'm going to go for Athena. I would really like to get a deflect dash. And I will spend a little money on the HP. Just to make sure we're staying fresh here. So, again, we might have to get rid of our deflect dash. Well, I know, if we have deflect dash and our Artemis Call cast, sorry, then we will keep both of those and yeet whatever the third thing is that is available to us. But it's going really well right now. Like, I have very few complaints. The only thing I would say is, like, for this current run, enemies having one shield is pretty annoying. Because ideally, I would never, ever have to get close to these enemies to kill them. Even though I got a sword. I know, it's weird. My dream situation is basically at this point to just pretend like I have a really strong bow and arrow. And just tap the B button 3 times and basically face no danger at all. And it's kind of working, but we could use a little bit more heat. So I know Hermes is there, but we are going to go with Athena. Because if you get the chance to get the deflect dash, I mean, you gotta, I feel like I have to police myself so I don't take it too often. But, you know, as long as we're cranking the heat up, I don't feel too bad about it. Don't stand there. So you can see our basic attack is just god-awful right now. Which makes sense. We've done nothing to improve it. But our cast is incredible. And the fact that we can get it back so easily, maybe incredible is a bit of a stretch, but the fact that we can get it back so easily is extremely conducive to doing what we want to do here. Now, where are my casts? Thank you. That's only 2 of them, but we can deal with 2. I mean, this guy's not having a great day, so I don't mind. I'm gonna take damage resistance, just because I don't know. I go back and forth on the value of Athena's call. I think I probably underrated a little bit, but that's just because I think it sucks. It's nothing personnel. Oh, hello. So I'm trying to engage in the practice of breaking an enemy's shield before hitting them with the cast, just because the extra damage from a single cast is a lot. It's like a lot. Shouldn't have stood there. That one's on me. Easy money. Same thing here. Maybe hit him with a quick AoE. Spam some casts in there. You're gonna get some good stuff done. We're getting hit, but it's minor damage. So, the one thing I will say, I don't think we got a bad setup here. In fact, I think it's a setup that's very plausible to win the run. It's a little early to be stoked about that, so we did make bronze skin better, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's go with the Hermes boon now. We would really benefit from having some sort of ability that made our basic attack not garbage. And I'm just calling it like I see it right now. We got a basic attack that's pretty freaking bad. Bad timing on that one. The cast more than makes up for it right now. That might not be true for all enemies, you know? Again, single target, no problem. Multiple enemies, I don't know, man. We might be... We're already facing a little difficulty, but it could get worse. I mean, it's not like the game gets any easier from this point onwards. But I'm really impressed how quickly we've learned the systems of this, like, otherwise pretty complicated game. I feel like we're doing smart moves. Let's make foes slower, which, to be honest with you, I'm mostly stoked for because it's an easy one to yeet if things become troublesome for us. I don't know, to be honest, I'm like, oh, it's a barge. Maybe kind of wish I took that Poseidon boon now, but if we have to, I would love to maybe do more, like a straight up pure Artemis build and make this cast just like disgustingly good. This is gonna be touchy. I mean, the barge is always a little wonky. And losing the cast for a long period of time is gonna negatively impact our performance. But when it works, yeah, maybe don't stand right under them as they die, is the other thing. There you go. Better, closer, warmer. It's all about, I think, killing these guys ASAP. Please, I just wanted to see one crit. Solid. What's that? What's wrong with that? He got confused. He confused himself. That was a very good one. Solid. Okay, as long as you can get one of the impervious generators killed ASAP. Bad damage. You got nothing to worry about. Yo, that... The enemy there just jumped right in front of the bullet that would have iced this guy. I'm very proud. That's teamwork right there. Okay, maybe like, you know, kill one of the ones that's one hit away from death instead of trying to split him for some ungodly reason. That still went pretty well, but it could have been better. Alright, Aphrodite. Give me something great or give me something yeetable. Honestly, I really like the, I really like passive benefits of every sort. We do have a Fated Authority, so at some point we might want to use that. Really, I like to use it on gems. Or, actually, now that I think about it, I remember on our previous run, does pretty well on pomegranates for us. Oh, that's it. It's when we run through enemies, they get slower. That's what's happening here. That's what the new status effect is. Why stand there? But look at, like, when we want an enemy to die, it's over for him. Well, that helps out a great deal, to be fair. But you just hit him with one of these. Get the heck out of town as quickly as possible. Hit him with one of these. How about one of these? How about one of these? Oh, that's one you gotta be a little careful of. Can I have my cast back, please? Thank you. You should not be standing there, dude. That's like... It's really bad for you. Don't you know that lava's bad for you? It's like one of the first things you learn in life. Spicy orange juice.
Let's see.
Okay. We could go to the shop if we had to, but let's alter this pomegranate. Pomegranate is the perfect Fated Authority choice. Embrace it. Dionysus. How you doing here, by the way, Dionysus? Congrats. Take yourself one of these, call me in the morning. I don't really want your call, but let's see how it goes. Attack inflicts poison. I'll take it. I think it's better than the call here, even though it's at a lower tier of rarity. I don't mind yeeting it, but it does give us an ability to stack up some okay poison stacks on enemies. I don't think this guy's gonna be able to stand up to too much grief here, to be honest. I would prefer... excuse me, he's still holding my cast. There we go, he finally dropped him. You gotta be careful with that. Don't stand in the lava, dude. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, suffice it to say, everything is turning up absolutely okay here. No reason to really fear anything at all, really. I would like to get my other cast back. And, yo! I saw the damage off the crit. I know. He got to hold my cast ammo for me. I don't respect it. However, it's okay. Thank you for giving me my cast back. You got me pretty good. You know the rules, you know. As of right now, my singular game plan is don't lose your Death's Defiances on the second floor. If we can accomplish that and not lose any Death's Defiances till the third floor or later, I'm pretty unconcerned. I will say, didn't you used to have food for me? What happened to the food? Okay, so now I would really just like you to give me my cast back and then enter imperviousness without me having to use the ammo. Thank you very... That was huge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so you start him with one of those, and then how about 4 of these real quick? I can't believe we actually dodged the AoE. I didn't think it was possible. It's a new era. Get the heck out of town and spam the B button. Get the heck out of town and spam the B button. You know what? When we walk through enemies, they are getting hit by privileged status as well. That's when we get a damage bonus for doing being against enemies that have more than one status effect applied. So don't turn up your nose because you got a problem with its baggy clothes. It might sound minor, I assure you. Minor though it may seem, make a difference, it does. Sorry, I just wanted to channel my inner Yoda there. You think Yoda does yoga? Probably not, right? Seems kind of inflexible. I don't do it either, I'm not trying to shame him. Plus, I mean, hey man, probably hot enough on Dagobah. Anyway, long story short, that was easy. Easy bounty. And, sorry, my controller got unplugged. Happens from time to time. Usually what you do is you give it a quick little unplug and then you give it a quick little plug back in. And then it just works. Okay, HP is on the low side. Do I think this is a winnable run right now? Let me hit you with a little bit of an asterisk. First off, I definitely do not mind selling damage resist. And then buy HP? Yes. Don't care about the Chaos Gate. You already have Poison Dash. So at this point, we'd be looking for a call. Or a special ability. I think having a Poseidon special would be nice. So hook me up with that if possible. I think we have an absolutely fantastic run from the perspective of beating Hades. I think we have a sub-average run from the perspective of beating the rooms leading up to it. So where does that leave us? I think that's a great question. I don't know the answer right now. I think we do super well on bosses and not great against the basics. Mostly because, not because the basic enemies are stronger than the bosses, that's just madness, but because there's more of them, obviously. Okay, well, we took like half of our HP and damage right there. Would not recommend. Okay, yeah, just stay away from the guys with spears, okay? They're causing all sorts of problems. I don't respect what they're doing. Give me a special that has knockback, please. Your special has knockback. That's exactly what we're looking for with a nice damage bonus attached. Gold or pomegranate? Tough for me to say, but I think gold is worse for now, much better later. Don't call them useless, brother. You're doing your best here. I was gonna say, they're gonna take each other out when they explode as well, so, you know, you got a positive thing going in that regard. Please do not. They're already as immune as they need to be. Oh, that was spicy. You know what's really saving us right now without even, you know, being acknowledged as a benefit? Hey, Hermes giving us the ability to dash multiple times. More than usual. Honestly, I didn't really like any of the Daedalus abilities for the build we had going. I know it's going to be a controversial selection, but we're going to go just for the raw max HP, and definitely we're going to go for the Artemis benefit as well. This is spicy.
It's that big soul catcher
taking longer than I'd like. But it's almost done. I don't care if it's rearming. Dude, just, hey! My casts are hitting the wrong foe, dude. Sorry, the wrong foe. My mistake. Two casts remain. Okay, you're so close. Now we gotcha. Oh my god, the rest of this. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but easier. Y button, aka our special. Gonna get a lot of mileage down here. Don't rearm. You rearm in like 2 seconds now. I don't support it. Sorry, this is I would love to give you some more biting commentary, but this is a pretty, you know, important sort of situation for us here. Really appreciate the wall. Wall's given us the knockback I never thought I needed and never knew I deserved. Actually, a pretty substantially positive room for us, all things considered, with an Artemis benefit to boot at the end. Your special is stronger and has a better chance to do critical damage. No. So that's great. It's heroic quality, but it replaces something which is worth considering. And then, foes taking damage when specials are dislodged. That's like what this run's built for. I have to go for the raw synergy. Whoa. So any enemy that lives through the initial barrage is gonna take like 600 damage when the casts are dislodged. Not to mention, that's ignoring the actual damage from the cast in the first place. I think what we have done here, and we've probably done similar things before, this is the first time I've been cognizant of it. We have built a run uniquely capable of killing Hades. Instead of building a run that's like really good at taking out the rooms in advance, we have built a run that I'm pretty confident is going to absolutely body the boss if we make it there with enough Death's Defiance. Because the damage output is out of this world right now. Even that guy almost died. It wasn't even doing anything to him. HP? Not H. Gems. I'm not getting out of bed for gems. But I'll tell you, with 591 gold, I will go to a shop. That's very tempting. I will buy HP. I will buy max HP, and I'll be happy about it. You give me Death's Defiance or some benefits. I'm just going for the pomegranate. The benefits are like more HP or more damage for 10 encounters. I think those are good, and, you know, probably when you look at it from a, like, objective standpoint, maybe better than a pomegranate, but a pomegranate, you know, it's easier to do good things with it, you know what I mean? All you do is apply it to your best ability or the best ability they give you the choice to apply it to, and then, you know, you're pretty much good to go. Whereas a passive 40% damage boost, impossible to use. What do I do with this damage boost? I don't know, press the attack button, dummy? Anyway, sometimes, you know, things I say might make sense until you, like, think about them for a millisecond. That's okay. Just keep in mind, we're making long videos here. I'm doing my best. Genuinely. You're lucky. I mean, you're dead. But lucky nonetheless. Very sweet. Keep it moving. Grab your cast. The cast is your lifeblood here. You know it. It's like a Broadway play. What are you without your cast? Nothing. Probably. I don't know. What do I know about Broadway? Just felt like a salient metaphor at the time. 3 casts. That's where you're one away from being a meteorologist. But very nice nonetheless. Oh. Don't rearm. He's rearming too. I'm a fool, dude. That one, there's no excuse. Good room. Didn't lose too much.
Good enough to eat.
Yes, please make our casts do better. I'm still cranking on that one. Can't afford that. Well, but like can't qualify for that. Dionysus boon. We got to be getting pretty close to the Theseus and the Minotaur fight, which I am very for. Can you like relax? Wow. I don't think Theseus, or the Minotaur for that matter, are going to be problematic for us at all. Will we use a Death's Defiance? Sure, we might end up using a Death's Defiance. Could we use 2? Yeah, I don't know, we might use 2, we might use all of them. It's not really your business. What are you, like an officer of the law or something? I got so many questions. It's weirding people out. In all honesty, I think we'll probably use 1. And that seems like average. Maybe a little bit even better than average, but... Help! Help me! How did you live? Like, just be straight up with me. It's resin, right? I need my... Carlito wants his cast back, dude. How are you alive? Hold on. Stay frosty. Hit him. Oh, he's done. So there's 1 enemy toasted. Same situation. Stay frosty. Hit him with one of these. Oh. Like, this room is as important as any other room for maintaining our lack of Death's Defiance usage. So that's a big one. Any boons you find have superior effects? Look, it's a little late for it to happen, but I'm not taking Festive Fog. I think we have more than enough gold. You know what? Never mind. I think we should just go for the shop here and replenish our HP and maybe buy a boon. Yas? Yas. Not going to buy the darkness, obviously. I still think we're rife to maybe use a Death's Defiance, but it's a pretty simple approach we got going on here. Basically, press B 4 times, and then hit Y on them. We can poison him to do extra damage as well. And in fact, should poison him to do extra damage. Because then we get the privilege status bonus. But I mean, like, he's certainly feeling the heat in advance. I can't believe I got baited into getting hit twice. Are you not going invincible? Like, seems like a bad day to be you, friend. That's a little bit too late. I think that's the fastest we've toasted the Minotaur. Except for maybe that incredible, like, Ares run we had. Where we had the Ares cast that was just, like, disgusting. Okay, so just, you're a little more annoying. Because we gotta, like, flip you around here in order to land that. Not that much more annoying, though. Hold on, where's my other cast? This is a good time to look for it. Okay, you go ahead and shoot. Then you turn around and I hit you with as many of these as possible. Hit you with one of those. And now you just do whatever, it doesn't matter. Dude. What did I tell you? We're uniquely qualified to win this run. We have built an incredible run. A sword run where our most valuable ability is never using our sword. Who would have thought? I don't think we really need a Death's Defiance, but why risk it, right? Give me some extra HP easily. I think we will... No, we'll... I hate to do it, but we're gonna get rid of our special. doing more damage and knocking foes away. It's going to pay us a lot, and I really don't want to get rid of the ability that does damage to enemies when the cast is dislodged, because I think that's going to be incredibly good against bosses. So, hopefully we'll just be able to buy something down here. I really don't want to get rid of our cast's critical ability, because obviously that's been nuts for us. But okay, so we're just going to go as wild as possible here. I think for sure our special dealing critical damage also seems very good. Let's save for now. The Dionysus boon is tempting, the Hermes boon is tempting. Honestly, you know my philosophy. I kind of think the Daedalus Hammer on this run, as of right now, is a little overrated. I'm not convinced of the Daedalus Hammer exclusively being the best option every time. I definitely agree. You want to start as early as possible with the Daedalus Hammer, because the Daedalus Hammer effects can, like, define the run. Very nice. But I think once we have a definition of our own creation, we don't need to be as precious with the Daedalus Hammer, or the Daedalus Hammer anymore. So again, you might be asking yourself, I think a very interesting question in Hades context. How is it possible you were doing so well against Theseus and the Minotaur? We just left some gold on the table there, which is frustrating, but how is it possible you were doing so well against Theseus and the Minotaur, but these rooms are so slow? Every run is a little bit different, you know? Is the answer. We are, most of the time, we're way stronger against basic enemies, and we suffer against Hades in particular. On this run, we haven't fought Hades yet, to be fair, but we seem incredible at single target enemies that we can just spam with our cast. And much more dangerous for us is these large rooms that are, you know, require a little bit more juggling. I think the honest to goodness, like, best ability we have is our cast. I definitely agree. That's why you take the tooth. But I think a close second, surprisingly, is, you're not going to believe this because it sounds so underwhelming. Having one extra ammo for our cast. Like the Chaos boon that we got. Smart. We're just trying to... I know we're going to be lower on HP. That's life, baby. Don't shed poison, please. Very rude. We've made it. Dionysus boon. What do you got for me? Sure. Let's get a poison dash. We got 300 and something gold. HP's in a bad spot. We're gonna buy the other Dionysus boon. Let's gain life when we pick up Nectar. And then pick up the Nectar. It leveled up the cast dislodging. Seems pretty good to me. I actually think I'm gonna rush max HP here. I still think we've got a beautiful setup. We're definitely gonna take some damage on this room, but we can live with it as long as you're just poisoning them with your dash. But I think if we can, you know, get our max HP as high as possible, it's like creating more Death's Defiances out of thin air. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it, at least. Good. Good. Very strong. And thank you, above all else, for the extra gold there. Things go very well. We may be able to get ourselves the Hermes boon. I don't know, maybe max HP as well. This is a disappointing room here. I was hoping you know, that we would just be going the right way, but it happens, I suppose. Why are you so tanky? I can't believe we didn't get poisoned there. Only focusing this guy because he's already almost dead. Now it's your turn. Don't get impatient. Very nice. Easy rooms. Easy life. Moving up with 182 gold in our pocket. Where do we go from there? Can we buy the max HP? We will buy the max HP then. 355 is a lot. I think we'll go for the gold next. There's a chance because there tend to be so many like pots with money in them here. I think there's a chance that if we have to go to all the rooms, this will give us the ability to get enough to get the Hermes book. No promises.
I'm out. Can't do that.
But I promise. Help me a little bit. Saw that one coming. Why didn't I dodge it then? You lose speaking privileges for 10 minutes because you're absolutely right. And that's what bothers me. Okay, see, single enemy, no stress. Hit the B button, hit the Y button, hit the B button, hit the Y button. We'll have some more gold on the table. Oh, he's tanky, dude. He's super tanky. And he never misses. Yeah, I know the meme. Whatever, he's dead now. That actually wasn't that bad. 200, I thought you were only a 100. So that's a very solid get. We'll immediately pivot to getting the Hermes benefit as soon as possible.
A moment's rest. Actually doing business.
I gotta try. An 88% faster cast. Alright, now, you know, I'm stubborn. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna say no to our Daedalus hammer here. Now, it might have been a little silly for me to not take, you know, the dash HP recovery. I think that probably was the consensus choice. But hey, we went with a different direction. Do I regret it? Not yet. You thought I was going to get hit by the guillotine. Can I tell you something? Me too. Alright, make enemies have a better chance to drop HP. And then we'll never see any more enemies. Yeah, we're going to make our thrust better, because none of our enemies from this point onwards will have armor, I think. It is tempting now to not fight Hades and go do this, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I think we can... If things go right, we should get more HP back for this than we're spending. Because the enemies are so likely to drop HP relative to the norm. Left a little gold on the table there. What else is new, apparently? Are you seeing the damage output here? Very nice. This is a very good run. And I will say, on top of being a very good run, I think we've played it right. I don't always say that. I think we made a lot of very good decisions on this one. Starting, really, from the very beginning, which is perhaps the most surprising part of all. Usually, I kind of stink at the start of the game and then try to pull it together valiantly at the end, but it's way too little too late. Sometimes. I mean, we've been winning now and then, for sure. I do love killing any poison enemy before it gets a chance to do much. Oh, that's satisfying. Just don't get hit by the saws, brother. That's the real no-no. Those are the only things doing considerable damage right now. At this point, go for the cast. You've leaned into it thus far. Any more gold? Like, there's so much gold down here. We're going to be at 186. I don't think that's enough to get anything else. So be it. Not enough to get anything else. But we cleared it out down here. One of the nice things about selling boons is that we're actually getting, like,
See you, boy.
a lot of gold every floor. But I think we're going to win here. We have 3 Death's Defiances. A lot of damage and a unique focus on single target enemies.
I'll never get accustomed to the breeze.
No deflect dash. That's the big bummer. But
The sea.
okay, so we're just gonna spam the B button and the Y button. That's our methodology. I'm not gonna worry very much at all about other stuff. Other stuff is exclusively to be used when our B button is not available for whatever reason. Like, that was pretty sick.
It'll take you getting out of my blasted way.
I didn't even see that, but that was... Like, we've wiped out most of the riffraff faster than I've ever seen us do it before. That's exciting. This is going insanely well. Okay. Send them. The other thing is, like, 736 damage on a crit is not even, like, that spectacular. I'm not saying it's not impressive at all, but it's not that impressive. This, as of right now, is our best Hades fight. And it's almost not even close. Okay, you're gonna blow up. Just do it. Okay, fair enough. You got me once, but dude, we are we're in a good spot. Can I tell you something that I only just now noticed? We're doing this without a call. You know what I'm realizing as well? People were right, dude. Artemis, best girl. That was very painful, but I think we just got hit by falling debris. I'm not gonna say that doesn't count, like it's not real damage, but it's more like it's harder to see coming. Anyway, he's toasted. That was, I would call that without a doubt our best Hades fight. We were lucky we had a sword. We didn't even have to jump in at all. But that's an 8-heat victory, and I'm feeling like I got this game wrapped up in the palm of my hand.
In the name of someone very
Pretty good time, too. So why don't you go ahead and give me that Titan's blood. Drop me out here. I'm feeling very solid. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!